All right, welcome everyone. My name is Monica, and this is Create Lasting Change in 8 Simple Steps. I am excited to have you on this webinar, and I look forward to hearing from you after the webinar with your thoughts on this presentation. So here's an overview of what we're going to cover. I'm going to strive to make this fast and furious, short and sweet. We're going to learn about the 8 steps. And we're going to quickly cover who came up with these 8 steps. It's part of an 8-stage change process. We're going to discuss how you can use these in your life, both on a personal as well as a professional basis. And we're going to cover why do these processes work. There is a lot of science behind it, and they are, in fact, universal principles of change theory. So, what are the 8 steps? First and foremost, let's get down to brass tacks. So the 8 steps are as follows. Create a sense of urgency, build a guiding coalition, form the strategic vision and initiatives, enlist a volunteer army, so to speak, get people on your team, remove barriers so that people can take action, generate a lot of short-term wins, small wins, whatever you want to call it. Sustain acceleration, meaning keep up the momentum, right? Keep it going. Don't stop, keep going. And then institute change, what that means is make the change a part of your culture if you're working in an organization, or make the change a part of your life if you're working on a personal or individual change initiative. So in short, you want to get out of your sense of complacency, right? Complacency is the opposite of urgency. You want to build a team, like a small team of key players who are going to help you achieve the change in the long term. You want to have a vision for where you want to go. Without a vision, you cannot successfully create lasting change. You want to have people on your team who will support you as you move forward. You want to remove all barriers to action and have always be looking for short-term or small wins to celebrate. You want to keep up the momentum, and I'll talk about how to do that. And once you do have the change in place and you've got clear evidence that this change has taken root, now you want to make it a part of your culture. So who came up with this 8-stage change process? His name is John P. Kotter. John Kotter is a professor emeritus at Harvard Business School. He is a best-selling author of over 20 books. So 12 of the books he's written have been business bestsellers. He started off his career teaching at Harvard Business School as a member of their faculty, and he retired from Harvard in 2001. So now he is a professor emeritus. He has his own business called Kotter International, and of course, it's his business, so he's the chairman. He's now a business consultant, and he's really the thought leader on change, leading change. That's the name of his best-selling book, Leading Change, which was published in 1996. And it's in that book that he lays out this 8-step process for change management. So he is an author who I've read and who I follow. And as I was reading his work and as I was watching his videos, I started to think about how his process is directly related to and directly maps onto a change process for individuals. So if you think about organizations, which is where he is a thought leader, how to lead change in organizations, it's really a process of leading a bunch of individuals. So, of course, there are some differences, but whatever works for leading organizations also to a great degree works for leading yourself through a period of change. So a change initiative on an organizational level can easily be translated into leading change for yourself, either as a professional or on your in your personal life. And because so many of the people that we work with are in business, either for themselves or they work directly on an organizational team, and because change is accelerating, it's not just in business that change is accelerating, but in our own lives. Like, no longer do we lead simple lives where we have one intimate partner and then we have one job for our whole lives. We live in one place. We have one family that doesn't change. Now it's all about change, even for individuals and people on a personal level. So getting comfortable with change and having a process for change, I think, is very important. But we see clients all the time who do not have a process for creating change in their lives. If you ask them to describe how they lead change in their organizations, they can tell you that very easily. But for whatever reason, it doesn't translate to how to manage change in their own lives. So I thought, you know what? So many people are comfortable in the workplace, more comfortable, they feel more capable, they feel more competent. Let's bring the workplace home. Not in a bad way. It's not about bringing the stress of the workplace home. Rather, let's bring what's good, what you feel most competent at, and let's apply that to your personal life. Because that approach may produce better results than trying to treat personal change as a different entity or a separate process from what you are already doing as a professional. So let's break these 8 steps down, and I'll discuss each one in detail and how you can make it happen. And I'll also discuss how we use these techniques with our clients in one-on-one work with them.